Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am so super excited to be with you on today. And not only am I with you today, but I have an amazing guest that's with me today. I'm going to let her introduce herself in just a moment. But welcome, everyone. This is Vision Week. And as I stated before, we are going to be talking about vision the entire week as we lead up to the See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party that is happening on June 15th in Houston, Texas from 10 to 12 a.m. I want to make sure I see you there. So come on in and join us today. If you are on live with us today, go ahead and give me some hearts, some thumbs up. Go ahead and share the broadcast and let me know that you are on today. Hello. Hey out there. Thank you so much for joining. I'm Tammy Durden, international speaker, transformational coach, and author of the book, Get Up, Dust Yourself Off and Win. And what professional women, female entrepreneurs, and leaders hire me to do is to help them push past setbacks and stagnancy, to get unstuck, to identify their authentic style and transform their lives into something amazing. And so I don't know about you, but I definitely want to live an absolutely amazing life. And that requires having a vision for your life. So if you haven't registered already, I want to make sure that you go to bit.ly/See Your Way 19 and register for the See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party. It is going to be absolutely amazing. I am so excited about it because I know that this is going to be a game changer for some people. Some people are going to renew their vision. Some people are going to discover the vision for their lives. What you see behind me, this is one of my vision boards right here. And this is my money board. So I have different vision boards. Yeah, that's my money board, girl. Yeah, so my goal is to become a millionaire. And so my favorite book, the Bible says to write the vision and make it plain. And so you got to see it. And we're going to be talking about that. Actually, today we're going to be talking about expanding your vision. So if you're ready to expand your vision, if you're ready to do something different and take your life to the next level, you've got to join us for the Vision Board Party in Houston, Texas. As a matter of fact, we have both live and virtual tickets available. So make sure you go to bit.ly/See Your Way 19 and join us for the See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party. Awesome. So at this time, what I want to do is, first of all, say thank you so much to my amazing guest that is on with me today for Vision Week. This is Tuesday. We had an amazing time on yesterday. And so, Jackie, if you would just introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do, sis.
Hello, everybody. Hi, I am Jackie Terrell. I am founder and CEO of Terrell Consulting Firm, LLC. And so here in Houston and around the nation, we are working with nonprofits from formation all the way through any phase that they need in terms of development. So we encourage them to, of course, the topic is vision right now. So we're encouraging them to start with a vision, kind of know where they're going with strategic planning and other services that we offer, and then how can we make them support the community with their visions and their missions. And so that's what we do here in Houston, Texas. We are the premier go-to here in Houston and around the country. So I'm so glad to be here, Tammy. Thank you for having me. I am so excited. Vision is one of those topics that we all need to master and develop on an professional level and also on a personal level. So glad to be with you.
Absolutely. That is so true and so awesome. Thank you, Jackie, for sharing with us who you are and what you do. And you mentioned vision when you were talking about your clients. And I know it has to be important. So when your clients come to you and they have an idea or something, how important is it for them to be clear about their vision or even know what their vision is or even having a vision statement?
Exactly. So a lot of people don't have it when they come to me. So you can kind of go through exercises to determine, what it is that you want to accomplish from an organizational standpoint. In a perfect world, if money wasn't an option, if staff wasn't an option, what would be your vision for what it is that you do? For example, say you are targeting hunger.
Uh-huh.
Your vision may be something like eradicating hunger around the world, or no child going hungry. You know, something as simple. It can start with something simple as that, and then you can kind of build upon that. But it's important that you have a vision, because you have to know where you're going. You have to know the plan, and that kind of gets you started. And then after you create your vision, then you can start working on your goals, and then you can get your staff and your volunteers on board. But the vision needs to be in a place that's visual, like your vision board behind you, your money board behind you. It needs to be visual so that everybody that comes into your place of business, they know what it is that you stand for.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because if you don't have a vision or have a good grasp on your vision, where you're headed, where you're going, and that's in business, whether it's for profit or nonprofit, you've really got to be clear about it and know where you're going. Because if I'm not clear, how will my customers and clients be clear about that as well? So that's so very true. And then so if you're not clear, or if you don't know where you're headed, how can you actually expand and grow, right?
Right.
And a lot of times I know that there are certain barriers, Jackie, that hinder us from growing. A lot of times it's fear. So we start out with a certain vision, and we're thinking about where we're headed, where we want to go, and what we want to do. But oftentimes that growth is hindered because of fear.
Right.
Different types of fear, whether it's fear of failure or fear of what people may say. I personally owned another business. I owned a mortgage company before. And so it was a successful mortgage company for about 7 years. And when the whole mortgage industry crash came, and, I lost the business. And one thing about that business for sure, although I had vision, I had limited vision. It wasn't a vision of where I had planned a vision of expansion. And so I had a limited vision with that business. And as a result of it, I didn't plan ahead or look ahead. And when I didn't do that, that ultimately caused the demise of the business. When the mortgage industry crash came, if I had a larger vision and had expanded that vision, I would have been more attentive to the market, the industry, what was happening, where, if the industry does crash, what's my plan B? All of that to keep the business going. And so because of that, the business failed. And so I had a choice to make, and when it came around time again, because I'm an entrepreneur at heart, and so I had to think, well, am I going to play small, or am I going to go big? Have you ever been to that point, Jackie?
I have been to that point, and yes, absolutely. So fear, as you mentioned, is probably the number one obstacle that a lot of people face. And so I have been there, where I had to take an introspective look at myself, and then kind of take time and figure out what is it that's keeping me from getting to this next level. You have to kind of look internally and see what's keeping me from accomplishing that thing that I want to reach. I want to be this millionaire. I want to be an entrepreneur, business owner, but what's stopping me? What habits are hindering me? And so I had to kind of take a look at that, and I'm still doing it even today.
Absolutely.
I'm still taking an introspective look and trying to figure out how I can get to the next level. And I have to give you a disclaimer, because I do steal quotes, and I don't give people credit that said the quote, okay? But some wise person said, everything that you want is outside of your comfort zone. So it has to make me uncomfortable. Things that make me uncomfortable, I'm starting to embrace, because I know that if I can get through those things, then it'll take me to an even higher and higher level. And so if you're too comfortable, if your vision is too, attainable, if it's not lofty enough, you kind of have to revisit that and figure out, what goals can I set so that I can get outside of my comfort zone, learn some new skills, learn some things that are going to take me to that higher millionaire status level.
Absolutely. That is so key, that whole comfort zone. I talked about fear just a moment ago, but you hit it right there with the comfort zone. Those things that stop us from expanding our vision, is just wanting to stay in that comfort zone, being comfortable. That makes us keep playing small, not stepping out and taking those bold leaps of faith. Staying in your comfort zone, operating in fear will keep you limited every time when it comes to your vision. So, Jackie, we got a few people that joined, several people actually that joined us on this evening. Hey, Erica. Erica is hardening up for her mama on Facebook today. Erica, hey, Sherry, thank you so much for joining. Hey, Zena. Lisa Felix, hey, sis. Thank you for joining. Hey, Minna, thank you for watching. Clarence, thank you so much for jumping on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Precious, thank you so much for joining. It is Vision Week. I have the amazing Jackie Terrell on with me this evening, and we're talking about expanding your vision and how important it is, first of all, to have a vision. And once you have that vision and you're clear about it, to start playing big, to step outside of your comfort zone, to stop allowing a fear to hinder you or stop you from fully walking in that which you're supposed to be walking in. It's to stop you from going after the big stuff. It's easy to go after the little stuff, right, Jackie?
That's right. That's easy. That's doable.
Yeah. That's doable. And you kind of think about, especially sometimes when you're operating in business or even if you're at the corporate level and you've done a certain job for a certain amount of time and you can do it with your eyes closed, you can do that thing with ease, and it is no stress, no strain. It just comes to you automatically. That's your comfort zone, right?
That's your comfort zone. And it's time to do something different if you're feeling that way.
Absolutely. I'm so with you. Jackie, I really just think that this season, I just feel that this season in our lives that God wants to do something different. Right. And he's waiting on us to be open to and take action in stepping outside of our comfort zones.
That's right.
We always say, well, I'm just waiting on the Lord. No, God is really waiting on you. He said, I'll give you everything that you need. But if you can have big enough faith to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? And expand that vision and, go after something bigger, better, and greater, we'll begin to see some amazing things in our lives. And so that's why I'm so excited about the See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party that's happening on Saturday, because I know that some transformation is going to take place with people's vision, with their goals, with their dreams. When life happens, we set things on the back burner, right? Because life has happened. We don't have time for our own vision, our goals and dreams. But I believe on Saturday that some fires are going to be rekindled, that some new dreams are going to come forth, some new visions are going to be expanded. So I want you to be there. Go to bit.ly/seeyourway19 and make sure, and we have both live and virtual tickets to get that you can get. Your virtual tickets, you join us in the Zoom room, and you get your supplies from the comfort of your own home, right? Maybe you can't get a babysitter, or maybe you just want to chill and be at home and build your vision board. That is all good. Get your posters, your markers, your magazines, your glue sticks, whatever you need, and you'll join us virtually for the vision board party. Again, go to bit.ly/seeyourway19 and join us. Jackie just told us it's time to do something different.
Time to do something different. That's right.
And if you want to get different results, you got to do something different.
Yes, you can't keep doing the same thing, staying in the same zone. Get out of that zone.
Exactly. Absolutely. Hey, Larry, thank you for joining. Hey, Michael. Hey, Dan, thank you so much for jumping on. We got all parts of the country on with us, Jackie, on this evening on the broadcast. Thank you all so much for jumping on and joining in the conversation today. And so, yes, Lisa says faith without works is dead. Yes,
That's
it is.
Right.
You can have faith, you can believe. I can stare at my money board, y'all. That's my money board. I can stare at my money board all day and all night. But if I don't get up and do something, right? If I don't move my feet, if I don't get up and do something that and make some motion in the direction of where I'm headed, then
Mhm.
nothing's gonna happen. It's just gonna be a hope and a wish and a dream.
That's right.
And we've been in that place too long.
Mhm. Mhm.
We've been in that place too long.
Exactly. Vision and action go hand in hand. You know, as Lisa said, faith without the works is dead. So you have to take action. Once you know that vision or have an idea where you're going, that's when you start implementing the plan. You
Yeah,
can't sit and wait, like you're saying, looking at the board, wishing and dreaming. You know, you have to take some steps to make that vision become a reality.
absolutely. And a part of that, Jackie, is goal setting. Something just as simple as setting some goals that
Mhm.
can help you take those action steps to get to where you need it. Just simple goal setting. And whenever you set those goals, it's important to be specific about it. You
That's right.
know, even when you're building your vision board, certain pictures that you use, certain quotes that you use, different things that you place on it. Be specific about whatever goal it is that you want. Whether it's a new car, whether it's a Range Rover, what color is it? I say Range Rover because that's mine too. That's on my other board.
Okay. How many boys do you have, Tammy?
I got a few of them, Jackie. And that's the
Oh,
beauty.
that's good. That's good. I need to have a few.
Yes, and that's the beauty about it. Some people just like one big board with different sections,
Mhm.
um, but I personally, I like to have different boards to represent different things. And so I told everybody that's coming to the vision board party, you got to come because this time the only board that I don't have, Jackie, is a love board.
Ooh, okay. I want to see what that board is gonna look like. Yes. Yes.
That's the only one that I don't have. And so,
Mhm.
I'm doing something different in my life, sis.
Yes. That's
And
right.
so
But we have to know where we're going relationship wise too, right?
that's right. That's right. In every area of our lives, we got to know where we're headed,
Hmm.
and we got to take action to get there, to actually get there.
Right. That's awesome.
Yes, I was trying to. I think we had a comment here. Hey, Frida, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Hey, Benjamin, thank you so much for jumping on. Hey, out there. It is Vision Week. We're talking about vision. We're talking about doing something different and expanding your vision. It's one thing to have a vision, but it's another thing to actually expand that vision. And Jackie and I were talking about you got to push past fear, whatever type of fear it is. Sometimes we even have the fear of success. The
Yes.
fear of success.
That's scary to some people, and I can understand that. That's scary.
Mhm. And so when you kind of talk about it, say, oh, I want to be a millionaire. But
Hmm.
really, what does that look like?
Right.
What does that involve? When you live a certain lifestyle for a while, sometimes success can look a little scary in the form of, oh, am I going to change? Are people, not going to like me anymore? So all of these kind of things, will I know how to manage X amount of dollars? Will I be able to trust people now? Will they just be after my money? And so all these different types of things, and even like on a corporate level or whatever, if you're going for a certain position and you've been a supervisor for years, but now you're going for or a manager for years, and now you're going for a director position. Everybody in the company, they know you, they're familiar with you, but it's something different about when you go to the next level.
Right, right. And sometimes feeling inadequate and feeling like you're not prepared. But that's one great thing about knowing what your vision is. If your vision is to be a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, now you start setting those goals. What does that look like? What type of training will I need? Who's in my circle? Who am I
Mhm.
surrounding myself with? Who is like-minded? And
Wow.
and and how can I attach to them so I can get to that next level, and they can give me advice on how to get to that next level. So you got the vision, you want to be that multi-million dollar CEO, but how are you going to get there? So again, that comes with goal setting.
Absolutely. Absolutely does. And you hit on a key thing right there that is so important too. As you're expanding your vision, as you're growing, as you're evolving, check your circle. Be careful of the people that you surround yourself with. Because the fact of the matter is, you are who you surround yourself with. And I know, Jackie, sometimes, you've been friends with people a long time, or even sometimes certain family members. But there comes a time if you want to expand or grow your vision, if you're trying to get to the next dimension, everybody just can't go.
Right,
That's just the reality of it.
right, right,
So if you're climbing, if you're expanding, if you're growing, just as you said, you want to make sure you're surrounded by some other winners, some other go-getters, some people that can, if you happen to stumble, can help pull you up and help you get
right,
back on track.
right,
Nobody that's gonna be, putting you down or talking about you behind your back, but that's gonna help pull you up.
right.
That
Motivate you, encourage you.
yes,
Hmm.
absolutely, absolutely. And you want to make sure you surround yourself by people that know more than you.
Right. Now that's key too. That's
Hmm.
key too. We can't all be on the same level. That iron sharpens iron. So you definitely want to upgrade in that area. Get,
Absolutely.
get somebody that knows more, and that's where you're trying to go. Absolutely.
I like that, Jackie. Upgrade your circle.
Upgrade, upgrade. That's right.
Absolutely. Hey there. Thank you for joining. Hey, LaDon, thank you for jumping on. It is Vision Week. I have the amazing Jackie Terrell on with me today, and we are talking about vision. We are talking about not only vision, but expanding your vision, doing something different, jumping, taking a bold leap outside of your comfort zone so that you can live the life that you were destined to live. Not just having a vision board and looking at the pictures and hoping and wishing and maybe someday, but when you take intentional action
Mhm.
towards your goals, your dreams, your vision, that in which you want to go after, that's the movement that's going to get you closer to living your best life. So if you have a vision board, if you don't have a vision board, if you have a vision, if you don't know what your vision is, I want you to join me this Saturday, June 15th, at the See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party in Houston, Texas. It's going to be life changing. Everybody is so excited about it. I have one lady, she's even bringing her mother with her. And how many of you know
Oh,
it's never too late to dream?
no, not at all. Not
It's
at all.
never too late to dream. So, hey, make sure you go to bit.ly/see your way 19 and grab your live or virtual tickets to the See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party. And so that blessed me when the young lady said, she said, I'm so excited and I'm bringing my mother with me.
That is so awesome.
Yes.
And so one thing too, Tammy, with visions, we have to remember too not to be so hard on ourselves. They're not written in stone, and they take time and they're evolutionary. So as you grow, in your business, and as you grow as a person, that vision may change. It's not written in stone. So be patient with yourself. Start somewhere, but then know about that you can expand that vision as you grow and mature.
That's awesome. That's an awesome point because I think sometimes we get stuck when we start out with a certain vision and maybe it doesn't come into fruition and we become discouraged, right? I remember early on in my career, so my bachelor's degree is in accounting. And so I said, well, you know what? I'm going to be a CPA. That's what I said. I had got my degree. I started taking the courses to study to pass the CPA exam. And I was studying and studying. And then I passed one part of it, didn't pass the other part of it. And so time kept progressing, right? And then it came to the point where I was just forcing myself to study. I
Mhm.
really didn't even want to do it anymore. But I said, well, I've invested, money in the study courses. I've invested a lot of time in studying. and it is, I believe, the expectation of maybe my parents or somebody else. They're expecting me to be a CPA. I got the accounting degree. I am an accountant. I was working in the field as an accountant. And, but it came a time where I came to the point where, you know what, this is really not for me. This is not for me. And so seasons change and your vision may change, but that's okay.
That's
It
okay.
doesn't mean you're a failure.
That's right. That's right. Not at all. You're gonna evolve. And so I'm gonna be a little bit transparent. When I did my first vision board, I was probably maybe late 20s, early 30s. I haven't done one since then, so it's been a while. But at the stage I was at that time, it was more a materialistic type board. It was more filled with things, the big house, which is good. I was aspiring to have that. The car. I remember this pair of boots that I really, really wanted, these Gucci high boots, that I just had to have,
so Gucci boots.
Gucci boots. I found that picture and I put that picture on my vision board. And now, when I look at it, it's like, oh my God, Jackie, you have come like such a long way. But visions evolve. Now I'm thinking about, legacy type stuff. What am I going to leave to my kids, and my grandkids? What type of person do I want to be? And the material things are okay too. That's really good, right? Creating that residual income or whatever it is that you want. It's okay. And that board is going to change. You're going to add to that board. You may take away from that board. But the most important thing, like you're saying, write it down, make it plain, make it visual. And also, if you have a vision statement, it's something you want to revisit every day. I'm sure that board is where you can pass by it every day and you can take a look at that board before you walk out of the door. Then that's going to eliminate all of the chaos and the other stuff that comes your way that might not be in line with your vision.
Oh, definitely. That's so true, Jackie, because, distractions will come.
Right.
Life happens, distractions will come. And so that's why it's so important to keep that vision in front of you. You've got to have a visual of it. I always say you've got to see it, even if it's on the canvas of your imagination. You've got to see where you're headed. You've got to keep it in front of you. If you don't keep it in front of you, it's going to fall by the wayside. And before you know it, you're all off track. You're just existing and not living. And your vision is so far away, it's so out of sight because you didn't keep it in front of you. And so that is so very true. Hey, Kitty, thank you for joining. Hey, Katrina, thank you so much for joining. Katrina says, I'm learning to let go of those expectations.
Right. Because it's personal. Your vision is personal.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Right. Your vision is personal. And everybody, you have to be careful of allowing people to impose their visions on you. Their visions of and expectations of who they or how they see you, right?
Right.
Because some people may see you in a certain way that's totally off course of who you are and who God predestined you to be.
Right.
And so we have to be sure to know who we are and to know where we're headed so that those types of things don't get us off course.
Exactly.
So Erica says you have to fail to succeed. If you're not failing, you're not doing anything. You better say that, Erica. Jackie's baby.
I taught her well. That's right. That's one of those fear things, right? You're afraid that you're going to fail, and it's okay to fail. You want to fail, and you want to fail often. That means you're growing, you're learning. That vision is expanding. The more you fail, that's going to expand your vision.
Absolutely. Yeah. So the failure just comes to teach you a lesson.
Right.
And the important thing about failure is learning the lesson from it. It goes to waste if you don't learn the lesson from it.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm. And so that is a part of expansion. It's a part of expanding your vision. Do we always get it right? No. Right? But that's okay. When we don't get it right, that's just an opportunity for us to learn and grow and evolve from it. And it's getting us one step closer from where we are to where we want to be.
That's right.
So for those of you who are on live with us, thank you for being on live with us. I want you to type in the comments for me, one area where you can expand your vision, one area where you can expand your vision. And so talking about expansion, Jackie, and you know this, I'm expanding my brand. It's so super excited
Yes.
about that. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, sis. Thank you.
Yeah.
Expanding my brand to image consulting. And so I was working with my coach and we were talking about some things. And I think that it's so important. And Jackie, you know about coaches, you have a coach. It's so important to have someone, a coach that can give you guidance, that can give you direction in certain areas in whatever you're pursuing. And she was able to show me some things about myself that I didn't even realize. You know, when you just do what you do and you think everybody just can do what you do,
Right.
and yeah, and so she helped me to identify some things about me where I can share with the world. Because the fact of the matter is, we each and every one of us have gifts, talents, skills, you know, that God placed on the inside of us, not just for us to keep, but for us to share with others. And so a part of your vision and expanding your vision is identifying those things that you were blessed and gifted with in order to share with somebody else.
That's right. That's your contribution to the world. I mean, we owe it to the world to do that, right? To share ourselves with the world. And so that's what your coach is telling you to do. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I think that, so even sometimes if we have difficulties with expanding our vision and we want to do something different, and sometimes, to be honest with you, sometimes we're all over the place. We have about 10 different things that we're do. And you know, and we're trying to expand now. But the good thing about that is that you're trying to do something, right?
Yes.
Right. But it comes a time that, you know, we need a little guidance, you know, we need a little coaching, we need a little direction to put it in the right way. And so if you join us at the See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party, thank you for the love on Facebook. If you join us at the See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party on Saturday, most of you know I am a certified coach. I'm a transformational coach. And so as we build the vision boards, I will definitely have some Q&A. I will definitely help you to identify some areas with your vision, with your goals, with your dreams. So it's going to be it's not your average vision board party. It's going to be amazing. So make sure you go to bit.ly/seeyourway19 and get registered for the See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Hey, Tamika, thank you so much for joining. Tamika, it's Vision Week all week long.
All week long.
We're talking about vision. Tonight, again, I have the phenomenal Miss Jackie Terrell on with me for just a few more minutes. Tonight, we're talking about expanding your vision. And we're just having a conversation about expanding your vision. And so I asked a moment ago that if you type in the comments in the chat, what I will redirect the question this way, or the ask this way. Name for me one thing that's stopping you from expanding your vision. What's one thing, just one, and we know there can be a plethora of them, but what's one thing that's stopping you from expanding your vision? We've already talked about a few things on tonight. We talked about fear. We talked about stepping outside of your comfort zone. We talked about being in the wrong circle, in the wrong company of people, because sometimes who you surround yourself can actually limit you from expanding your vision. If your circle is only a small parameter and you're not willing to step outside of that circle, or like Les Brown used to say, if you're the smartest person in your group, you need to get a new group.
You need to
You need to get a new one. And you can't be intimidated by being in a group of people where people know more than you.
Right. Because at one time they were in the room when people knew more than them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, absolutely.
If you're always the go-to person and you know you're the whiz and you're solving all the problems, you need to get a new group.
Uh-oh.
It's expansion time.
That's
When
right.
you're ready to expand, that means you need to do something different.
Right. So
All
what
right.
I would like to say too, Tammy, while Facebook is sending you the one thing that's keeping them from expanding their vision. Also, what I think is helpful is to practice vivid vision. You want a clear picture in your mind as to where you're trying to go. You want to use all of your senses. So if your vision is to be a millionaire, and I keep referring to your money board because I like it. So if your vision is to be a millionaire, what does that look like? What are you wearing? Where are you going? Where are you having lunch? What does that feel like? What does that smell like? What is it like if you're laying on a beach, and your vision is to have, to vacation to exotic places in the world, and you're laying on the beach, feel the sand between your toes, feel the sun on your skin, have that vivid picture in your mind of that vision, and that helps you even more to get to where it is that you're trying to go, because you can relate to it in all of your five senses.
Absolutely. That's so awesome. I totally agree with that. You got to live in it.
Mm-hmm.
It works hand in hand also with the law of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you have that vivid image or that vivid visual of what you want, where you can smell it, see it, close your eyes on the canvas of your imagination. You're on the beach, you can feel that breeze blowing through your hair, you can feel that sand in your toes. Yes, and so when you're that vivid about it, and when you are intentionally focused on your vision and on your goals, you are attracting those people, places, and things into your life that are critical for your success and destiny. And so we have to be intentional about it. We have to be focused about it. And it definitely has to be vivid. That is so true.
Yes.
Hey, Brenda, thank you so much for joining. It is Vision Week. It is Vision Week. We're talking about expanding your vision. Benjamin says, you're in a class right now, Benjamin, where you're doing a vision board. Oh, look.
Oh, wow. And I stepped out of my comfort zone.
Awesome. And what we're saying is confirmation for you. Awesome. 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 Glad we were able to be a blessing. That is confirmation for you, Benjamin. My sisters, where y'all at? Now, Erica's been sounding off. Who else we have? We have a few other people on. So I'm going to wait for one more sister to come to actually comment on it. But in the meantime, Jackie, I'm just going to ask that you would give us some closing remarks about vision and why you think it's important to have a vision board, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Exactly. So some closing comments. Be patient with your vision and creating your vision statement. Okay, vision statements and visions are relative to the person. It's not going to be the same for everybody. So take your time, take an introspective look at your situation, at yourself, where you're trying to go, and take your time and create it, and ask yourself some questions. If money weren't an option, what would you be doing? What do you love doing the most? What are your core values? Take time and jot down and write those things, and that'll help you to create your vision statement. And visions are important, because if you don't know where you're going, it's hard to create that path for you to get there. So you have to start grand with the vision. Think grand, think big, go hard or go home. Think about those things, and then you'll create your vision. And just remember that it is going to change as you evolve. So vision statements and visions are evolutionary.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me. I sure had fun doing this. I'm ready to do my vision board.
Oh, girl, you got to do it. You got to do that vision board. I just heard you say it's been a little while, sis.
Yes.
The last one you created, I know we kind of hold on to them sometime, but it's time for a fresh one.
It's time for a new one. I'm doing some new things.
Yeah, doing some new things. And when we have transitions in life and we go through different things and different transitions in life and situations change and things like that, I think it's important to make sure that we update our vision boards. It's important that we're seeing something new, something fresh, something different. Now, one of the things that I do is on my board, I kind of update my board. Sometimes I'll create a new one, but I kind of update it because what I do like to see is when things start manifesting in my life, I'm able to look at it and see that's done, did that. On one of my pleasure board, the red one that was in my background last week, on my pleasure board, I had the Eiffel Tower on there, went to Paris last year. That had Yes, that had been on there, and a few other things have been on there, and actually have those things have manifested and come to pass in my life. And so I think that I kind of do dual. I'll put fresh things, and I might keep a few things that have already come to pass as a reminder to me, of what's possible, what's already manifested, and it keeps me motivated and excited about what is to come.
I love it.
Yes, Katrina says jet setter. I'm gonna tell a little story. I'm gonna tell a quick story about Katrina Moore that's on live with us. Katrina actually is gonna be at the Vision Board party. So excited! And I'm gonna tell you a business, Katrina. It's Katrina that's so sweet that's bringing her mom to the Vision Board party. So excited! But I've been knowing Katrina Moore for quite a while now, some years now, and we worked together. This was after she didn't know it, but it was after my setback, and I had lost everything and had hit rock bottom, and I had to take a job that was a lot less pay than I was accustomed to making. And so I was on that job, and Katrina used to be traveling everywhere. I mean, and some places, like internationally, she would travel by herself. And I would be so in awe at Katrina because she would just, oh yeah, I went here, I went there. And I would be like, you went by yourself, Katrina? And she was like, yeah. And so it was nothing. And she didn't know, but at that time, I had a fear of international travel. I used to be afraid. Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe now, but I was afraid to travel internationally. That was a fear in me because I always thought, oh, well, what if I get over there and a war breaks out and I can't get back home? It was just fear. You know how those fears just taunt us? It's not even true. It's not, but we fall for it. And so for a long time, I did. But I would see Katrina, and Katrina would come from here, there, travel here, and that kind of stuff. And so I was inspired by her to say, you know what, one day, I'm going to travel internationally somewhere.
Yes.
And, I put it on my vision board, and it probably maybe was the next year after I got a full-time job, but it maybe have been a year or two after that. I can't remember. It was probably more than that. A few years after it maybe, but I took my first international trip, and that to me that was a lesson because I know God has called me to my assignment is for women internationally. Internationally. Now, what if I would have settled for that fear?
Yes.
Continue to allow that fear to hold me back from my destiny.
That's right.
So if that is you today, if you are allowing fear to hold you back from your destiny, if you're allowing fear to keep you in bondage and keep you playing small, to keep you from missing out on the fullness of the vision that you have for your life, I want you to join me this Saturday, not just so that I can have people there, but I want your life to change for the better. I want you to really be able to walk out that vision that you have for your life. And so if that's you today, make sure you go to bit.ly/See Your Way 19 and join us at the See Your Way to Success Summer Vision Board Party this Saturday, going down in Houston, Texas on the 15th at 10 a.m. from 10 to 12, just a couple of hours. If you are not in Houston, my national, international friends, we have some live tickets available. We have live and virtual tickets available. The virtual tickets in the comfort of your own home, grab your supplies, grab a couple of friends, and join us virtually in the Zoom room. Again, go to bit.ly/See Your Way 19 and grab your tickets to the See Your Way to Success Vision Board Party. It's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be life-changing, and your life will never be the same. Oh, thank you, Katrina. Katrina said she's proud of me. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. So Benjamin says he's getting ready to take his first international trip next month. Well, congratulations. Congrats. You're gonna definitely enjoy international travel. I certainly do.
Yeah.
All right, so that's our time for today. Again, to the phenomenal Jackie Terrell.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sis. Thank you for having me. It was fun talking about vision, and I will tune in tomorrow to hear your guest tomorrow.
Awesome. And so, Jackie, if someone wants to reach you or contact you, what's your contact? How can they reach you?
They can go to my website, www.jterrellconsulting.com. That's JTERRELL consulting.com. And they can reach me there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So if you're watching live and joining us live today, thank you so much. We appreciate you. If you're watching the replay, there will be a watch party. If you're jumping onto the watch party, thank you so much again. And be sure to tune in, same place, same time tomorrow, 8 p.m. as we continue Vision Week, as we continue to talk about your vision, your goals, and transforming your life into something amazing. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great evening, everyone.
Thanks, sis.
You're welcome. Thank you, Jay.